Hey YouTubers, the other day I went to the lab Christmas party. Yes, I went to a social gathering. Social anxiety was alright thanks to knowing the people and most importantly feeling comfortable around those people. So that was good. So they received hyperactive me. Usually at a social gathering, I'll either be the quiet person sitting there nodding along, not really saying much, and basically dying inside, going, oh my god, when this is finished, oh my god, who's looking at me, oh my god, oh, goes my heart. Or I'm the one that's going blah, 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 neurons, oh my gosh, the 5-HT1A receptor, blah, 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 blah. Basically the one that just goes on and will not shut up. Now, apparently there's somebody who's just like me out there in the world. Someone who is obsessed with neurons. So, David, you don't know who the hell he is, but there's his name. David was telling me about this person at his volunteer job. And they were talking about, hey, what do you do for a living, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, I'm a research assistant. And she's like, cool, what in? And he's like, neuro. And he was saying, I couldn't even get the whole word neuroscience out. Her face just lit up. And I was like, whoa, did she have like a light globe in her head for like it to light up? I've never met a person like that. Yes, I jest, by the way, I know what he meant by her face lit up. And he was just laughing about it, saying like, whatever he said about neuroscience, she was looking at him like it was the most amazing thing ever. Just like something I would do, apparently. And she was saying it was her dream job to be a neuroscientist or whatever. I think she was in second year or something, already doing it, and she wanted to be a research assistant or do a PhD, or I don't know what the hell she wanted to do, but as they parted ways, she randomly just turned around and went, oh my god, you're living the dream, to him. And I thought, wow, this person sounds amazing. I have not met anyone with an interest in neuroscience like mine. I mean, I'm doing neuroscience PhD here. I met tons of people interested in neuroscience, but I mean like mine, as in kind of like a fangirl, obsession-ish way, going on and on about it, or whatever, whereas people have a healthy interest in neuroscience. So yeah, today as I was grumbling about work, I thought about it, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I am living the dream right now. I'm thinking back into when I was like 14 and 15 and like jizzing my pants for neuroscience. Now it's become a bit more normalised, I guess. Otherwise I'd be walking around like, oh, neurons everywhere. Yes, that is supposed to be an orgasm face. Is that what you're supposed to look like? I think that looks like just someone stabbed me in the ass. Another thing that happened, I was caught out for having no life. Basically, I was talking to someone about the 5-HT1A receptor and the 5-HT2A. Basically, I was talking about serotonin again. The crime that I had committed was talking about work at a social gathering. Apparently for the species of human they call normal people, this is a big no-no. You cannot do this. Or it has to be in small quantities only. But I was caught out, full on engrossed in it. I was like, the 5-HT1A receptor and the 5-HT2A receptor, and oh my gosh, if you block it with this antagonist, this could possibly happen, blah, 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 blah. And when I get excited about something and talk about a topic in this kind of way, like it's kind of like a little lecture that people get. My voice starts raising and raising, and then just people are like, yeah, they all burst out laughing at me. They're like, you have no life. Oh my god. But they're like, but it's good that you're interested in it, you know, it's good, but maybe it's like instruction manuals. When everyone's born, they get an instruction manual on social skills. I'm one of those people that chuck out the instruction manual and go for it. So I obviously didn't read this instruction manual to life. I don't know, what the hell do they want me to talk about? The weather? Oh look, it's sunny outside. Oh really, I did not see that it was sunny. Oh, it is so interesting to me. Thank you that you told me it was sunny. And of course, you cannot bring the topic back to your work topic. For example, yeah, the weather's looking lovely, it's sunny. And it's amazing though, because this might actually be having an effect on our mood. You know seasonal affective disorder? Like, there has to be some effect on mood. Like, what is it doing? Is it acting through like the suprachiasmatic nucleus or something to affect the circadian rhythm? Like, what could be going on? Apparently that's a big no-no also. But the problem is, sometimes people are really interested and they're like, tell me more please. Now, figuring out if someone's interested on what the hell I'm going on about is like a big game of charades. Basically, you have to act it out how you're feeling, but you're not allowed to say it for some reason. Like, they can't just interrupt you and say, the topic's boring me, can we please change to something more interesting? No, they have to act it out. So maybe they'll start doing this. So yeah, they look at everywhere except for me, and that might indicate that the topic is not so interesting and perhaps I should change it. Or maybe they'll be like looking at their wrist for some reason. I think they're acting out like they're looking at the time and like, hurry up, you know, like TikTok, hurry up. It's kind of like sign language, hurry up. But they won't actually say like, hurry up and finish up a topic because I'm bored, they just go. But usually they don't dare because that's actually too obvious. So maybe they'll like take quick glances. But the thing is, how am I supposed to know if they're doing that as like, they're trying to sign to me that they're bored, or that they've got on their mind like, I have to be home at exactly 11 o'clock or I will get grounded by my parents. Even though I'm 30 years old, I still might get grounded by my parents. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll make it more realistic, like, oh, my kids, I told them I'd be home at 11 and I'm worried about it. And that's why they're looking at the time and it has nothing to do with me. So yeah, back to reality. We all laughed about it, and then I apologised to the person I was talking to and saying like, sorry, you know, am I being boring? And she was like, no, keep going, keep talking, I want to know like the rest of your idea or whatever. Now the problem with this is sometimes people are being honest, they actually say, yeah, keep going, I am interested, because they actually are. Sometimes they're worried about hurting the precious things they call your feelings, so they will pretend that they're interested when they're not. And it can be difficult to tell the damn difference between it. Why can't they just say, okay, let's change the topic, blah blah blah, instead of going like, no, it's fine. So yeah, you have to work out from the tone of their voice whether they're being sincere or not. And if you can tell that they're being not sincere, you can't point it out like, oh, I can tell that you're lonely and you want me to shut up. No, that breaks another unwritten social rule. So what you have to actually do is acknowledge it. And then you talk about it, like keep saying what you were saying, as if she was actually interested, and then you inconspicuously wind up the conversation as if nothing has happened, and we move on to a next topic. Perfect. Social crisis averted. The best method which I use to gauge whether someone is bored or not is, when I'm talking to them, is to tell or to see how much they're taking part in the conversation. Because what I've noticed, if people are interested, they're like, oh yeah, and they ask questions about it, and they put their opinion on the topic, and they talk too. But if they're bored, they shut up and listen, basically. And that doesn't mean like, oh my god, I'm saying the most interesting thing ever, so I'm going to talk more and more and more and more. Basically, if I'm launched into talking about like an idea or something that I find really exciting, the world switches off and all I'm thinking about is what I'm saying. So basically I have to prevent that from happening in the first place, just basically calming down, relax, and let other people talk too. And another thing that the species of humans they call normal people do not like is displays of overexcitement about a topic. For example, this does not go down well. Oh my gosh, if we gave like methadone to like drug discrimination lads, do you think they'll think it's MDMA or amphetamines? Like, what do you reckon? Because like in human reports, they say like, some people say like MDMA and other people say like cocaine, and cocaine is like dopaminergic, and like MDMA that's like serotonergic. If you like make it really simplistic, it's not really, but just for the sake of thinking, right? Like, what's methadone? Like, what do you reckon the mechanism of action is? Is it like the 5-HT1A receptor? Do you reckon like oxytocin involved? Like, what happens if you block the 5-HT2A receptor? That's like LSD. Do you think that methadone is like LSD plus cocaine together? What happens if someone actually took it? Yes, there is an imaginary wall between your stream of consciousness and your stream of words that come out of your mouth. Otherwise, it will make no sense to the person listening to you, even though your brain fills in the gaps for you. So yeah, that is charades. And I can see you're not looking at me right through the computer screen. I can see you're looking at your watch. I even saw you yawn, so okay, I will shut up now. Bye bye.